What's up, guys? Vince Reddy here, and welcome back to VinzTalk, where I talk about the news, talk about basically anything that is going on. And pretty much for this particular VinzTalk, there's not much. There's not much to really, or anything important to talk about. There's a part of me where I don't feel like uploading this, but who knows? Something interesting might come out of this because several Vince talks that I've been doing, or of course that's the series I call it, several talks that I have with you guys as I record, there's been ideas coming into my mind. It does that, okay? In and out, just come into my, my senses. And when I try to freestyle, I'm like, oh, okay, I got something to add to the conversation. So it's like that. There's always a podcast going on in my head, and why not, vocalize that through the series where I talk to you guys every Sunday. So other than that, let's really get into it, okay? I don't know about you guys, but yeah. Also, make sure to follow the Discord, even though it's been kind of silent in Discord lately. I noticed that throughout what I do or anything, I haven't been really commenting much. I just been busy, midterms is here. Final exams, as you may call it, as I call it, but it's called midterms or what. I don't even know at this point. I feel like I'm overdue for college. I don't know what's happening. Hold on, give me a minute. But yeah, pretty much still studying and still, it's really not that challenging, but man, I'm getting really tired of it. Moving on, let's go into some news, some important stuff. I heard about this movie called Black Adam. It's bad. That's it. What else? No, I literally, I think I've been sort of in a superhero kick lately. At least that's what I feel like. But I'll get into what I've been playing because I've been playing this game called Marvel Snap. About to give you my opinions of it. There really is not much in gaming. And usually when it comes down to gaming is when I talk about a whole bunch of stuff. But for some reason, for this particular Vince talk, yeah, I don't know about anything much. Other than that, what else? The Pink Sauce Lady's back. She was in a show. It was sort of like this Phil, ish kind of like, the Dr. Phil show, but not really. But it's another talk show, so I'm not sure what particular show it is. But yeah, that was interesting. Also, oh yeah, another thing I did. I went to the mall, but also I saw a couple of haunted houses ready. The Halloween season is coming. I'm excited for what Webtoon is going to do for Halloween season. Last year, they did something with all the particular webtoons and made them red and made them dark with the theme every time you go into the banner. Like each day as Halloween gets closer, it gets darker and disturbing and creepier. And yeah, hopefully they do something like that in the future. But I went to a haunted house, not really a haunted house, but I went to this decorated haunted house, I would say. It's decorated as a haunted house. Even though the house that I saw from it kind of is-ish haunted, because there's a lot of houses like that around here in the Bay Area. There's this manors, Fort Manors, or or mansions, as you would call it, and they seem to be old and stuff. So you would think they would be haunted, but adding a Halloween twist to it, yeah, it's definitely haunted. It's already haunted enough just seeing it decaying and pretty much sit down there for years and just seeing the same house and stuff. You just wonder what is going on in that house. And yeah, they decorated with all types of demons and pretty much at least two Grim Reapers that are actually surrounding the house. My goodness. And they used electronics, and they would add jump scares through some of the electronics, and they would have the wolf that, and it's weird because I saw this in the dark, and I was checking it out, and it looked pretty cool. Okay, it's not Horror Nights cool. Horror Nights is something else. Okay, that is definitely a firework sensation of just seeing all the monsters come together and just I don't know how to really describe anything when it comes to haunted related. I'm just gonna describe it the same way I describe anything hip hop related. Peace, love, and unity. Oh, look at these monsters just chilling, chillaxing, and all that. They all like a family. You dig? I don't know how to really say it anywhere better. Okay, but hey, I guess that's my style. But I saw the Wolverine. And what's cool about this particular house, and something that I found out within horror, is that it's the unnoticed. You never notice, I was seeing the skeletons, the the Grim Reapers basically, because there's a scythe. So a skeleton holding a weapon. I'm like immediately like, oh, Grim Reaper. And also there's like a Wolverine behind me. I'm like, whoa, that came out of nowhere because I didn't notice it. It was dark, and then eyes flashes, and then I saw it. I was like, oh my goodness, I did not see you. I did not see you, Wolverine. How you doing? And then another thing I didn't notice, there was a couple there was like witches surrounding like the trees of the house, and I did not notice that either. Like, it's weird because the darker it gets, the more I notice it. Or not really, but it sort of feels like there. It's like during golden hour, and then it went to nighttime. And I wish I can film some of it, stuff like that, but I don't know. And I'm really thinking. It really got me thinking. Am I ready to go to a haunted house? I feel like my sense of horror has been sort of disappearing in a way. When I watch something creepy, it's gonna be creepy. It's just that this trend of horror, like the hype for Resident Evil, which is not bad, and also like some sensation coming from like Silent Hill and whatever, anything horror related. It just feels like at least in the video game space, it's sort of just like feels overrated at this point. But I still like that aesthetic, that creepy aesthetic, that horror, that the world of of spookiness in a way, if you know what I mean. But it's something that I sort of been very interested to look back. Other than the whole death mysteries and stuff, I just like the world surrounding horror and actually how it builds up to like the mysteries surrounding it, that. And I don't know if some of you are fans of horror in any ways, but it's something that I've been really sort of into, I guess, some of it, especially ever since Jeff the Killer came in. That's been like my kind of interest surrounding that, and of course Slenderman. But it also I've been really thinking of actually, because since they're we're at the endemic, as I call it, that I've been really thinking of just going to a haunted house and going in, filming my reactions, and see how it, especially with Stefan. I'm thinking that I know if Stefan asked me like, yo, there's this haunted house maze in close to our neighborhood, and I'm like, crap, I think I might have to. I feel like I want to go because I've been dragging him to a lot of events that I've been doing. Why not return the favor? It will be a good way to hang out and just, have fun. But also to bring you guys along while I'm filming as I, scream out of my out of my heart. It will be a good Halloween special, but I'm really thinking about it, So I don't have enough money to go to Horror Nights, but there's a Horror Nights anywhere you go, as long as you make it the way you want to make. Like, especially this one particular haunted house that I've been to years ago, that was a very fun experience. Now thinking about it, it was terrifying, but it was like, it was such a fun house. It was really a fun house. There was like bouncy balls and just like a trampoline somewhere near the inside, and it was just this castle area, and there was like monsters surrounding it. There's jump scares, that's for sure. Okay, I got my piece of it. I got my piece of like, tempted jump scares because I saw doors opening and I was like, oh gosh, no. I'm just thinking of that. And I don't know. I'm really thinking of actually doing that. That would be a little too much. I don't need to, okay? Not that I'm scared or anything, but it's something that has been in my mind. Like, oh man, should I do like a haunted house vlog for this channel? I have the audience for it. Even though like in pretty much, in some ways YouTube is my job, so I kind of have to like maybe I can do it, maybe I can, but I'll think about it. If not, then I'll just do some webtoon reads, some horror webtoon reads, or horror gameplays. That's something I've been thinking about too. Moving on, I was talking about the pink sauce lady, but then I got sidetracked by my ideas. That's how it is in VinzTalk, where you just things come in and out like ghosts. Ooh, okay, I'll stop. But moving on, let's talk about some gaming. The whole catch up on the Bayonetta situation, and it's basically Helena, the voice actor for Bayonetta. I forget the rest of her name. Okay, I don't know her, but apparently she lied. I was talking about all this like, oh man, she deserved better. Voice actors deserve, which still is true. I still stand the idea of like voice actors deserve a good amount of pay. They deserve more pay. They deserve the treatment that they put the work in. and it's really, they don't make a lot of money in that field. Okay, so for, you know, the way I look at it, I'm like, yeah, voice actors deserve more, but this doesn't give a good light within voice actors because of what Helena and her lies and how she's been exposed. I don't know how. I just know that that's what's happening, and you can hear other sources of news for that. Okay, I'm just that guy. Okay, I'm definitely that guy. Yeah, I heard about it. Hey, definitely check out this particular video, whatever. There's the sources right there, because I'm not like, tipster or keemstar, all this. I try to actually just be my own, this is a series where I talk. You're going to hear me talk. And usually a lot of that is surrounding news and what's happening out there. But yeah, Bayonetta, the voice actor lied. What the hell? I mean, she said like, oh, boycott Bayonetta 3. Not today. We're gonna play that. I might even pay for it. Okay, I have a Switch. I might dabble into it. You know what I'm saying? And you got all these people like, oh, don't buy the game. But nah, it's the total opposite. It just went full on 180, and it just came out of nowhere. Okay, but I heard she was like blacklisted by the companies. But I just want to update on the whole Bayonetta situation. So that's what's been happening. Also, I played an interesting game. Actually, I'm gonna talk about two games I've been playing. Marvel Snap. My goodness, good game. It's a TCG, it's part of the Marvel universe. I'm not into superheroes, but looking at this game, there's a bunch of heroes in it that I never heard about. Where I'm just like, yo, I actually am sort of interested for Marvel. Okay, I am sure to dabble into it. Maybe, maybe not. But it looks interesting. That's for sure. It looks very interesting. And I play it on my mobile, of course. They have it on PC, which is, I guess a good thing, just how to have it somewhere where most people just feel more like, because for some reason, still to this day, the stigma of mobile games, yeah, it's a thing. Okay, I don't care about much about mobile games. I actually been playing a couple mobile games here and there because that's the newest forms of games I've been playing. Other than that, I'll just be busting out my emulators, but so far, yeah, this game is not bad. It's not bad. I don't get the premise still to this day, like most TCGs, especially Magic the Gathering. I never ever get the rules. I just play it and I'm like, yo, I win. I don't know how I win, but hey, I win. I just put on the landscapes and boom, I win. But yeah, that's pretty much my, I guess, sort of semi-review of Marvel Snap. Moving on. Stolen. I've been busting out the emulators, and this is one of those videos where I'll give you emulation vlogs. It's crazy because here I am as a writer, studying to be a writer, and I'm supposed to focus on, writing. It's especially, man, I'm gonna dabble into this a little bit. We're going to a parallel side activities before I get to the main activity. But I gotta talk about this real quick. I actually just came back to writing. It's been a year since I actually touched Wattpad. And Wattpad is a source for many creators and authors to actually write their stories, and they can release it. And within it's pretty much been known a great source to the point where Barnes and Noble is actually helping with Wattpad with their books being in physical edition. But Wattpad, I actually touched Wattpad. I write a story. It was a fanfic, and let me tell you, my abilities are still there. So hey, I might be busting out something good, reading it for you guys and make y'all cry. Because if there's one aspect that I really like about writing, especially having Wattpad, is actually just, serving you the emotions, just making you feel things. And that's sort of the aspect that I kind of want to go into when it comes down to actually writing anything. I guess my inspiration for writing is just like the moments that I have actually tearing up and actually just making the, world building itself, character development and all that good stuff. And I made a little fanfic, little chapter 1, and I gotta say, I still got it. It's like riding a bike again. But moving on, yeah, this particular game, back to the gaming whole thing, there's this game called Stolen. It's an old school PS2 game. If you know, you know. To all my real ones out there, you might know what the game called Stolen is. Before Tom Clancy, this was the OG. If you know me, I used to be into stealth games big time. Tom Clancy, Tomb Raider, freaking Uncharted, Sly Cooper, the GOAT, Sly Cooper, okay? Some people have opinions about Sly Cooper and stuff like that. I don't know what Sly Cooper did to you, but hey, it's still a good game. And this one is no different because, let me tell you, Stolen is such a good game. Is such a good game, knowing that I grew up from it and I never finished the game, but this time there might be a chance. Even though it's sort of laggy here and there because it's not that capable, but I'm gonna make it capable. I'm gonna actually play the whole thing and actually just talk about it. Who knows? I might make a review of Stolen. That might be coming up soon. Who knows? Moving on. Also, let's just talk about some League, because why not? Worlds is going on. If you don't know what that is, I don't blame you. I really don't. Okay, because I don't freaking know what it is. It's League of Legends, the video game League of Legends. You know where Arcane's from. By the way, I've been hearing a resurgence of Arcane, and we're gonna get into that in a minute. But I've been hearing a little bit here and there about people, just reviewing Arcane right now. And I'm just like, where the hell have you been? It's been out here for a while now, and you just started watching Arcane. Ain't no judgment. No judgment, but you're late. You're late. But hey, to all those haven't watched Arcane, especially if you're hearing this video, you gotta watch it. It's so good. It is. There's literally it's just the most perfect kind of movie, and it's the first good video game movie out there. I mean, there's others, but this one is just that good, and it actually got into awards. Arcane wins its first ever Emmys, the first ever video game movie winning an Emmy, which is insane. That's something that I never thought would ever happen, but the first video game show that actually won an Emmy. That's big deals, okay? Because usually, there's this stereotype of many video game adaptations just being bad. Like Assassin's Creed made one, and that was not good. Uncharted, I heard that was the sort of ish, a little okay here and there, but I heard it wasn't really the best. And I mean, there's many to choose from, but yeah, there's been a history of not very good video game movies, But this one was actually really good, and they're getting better, I guarantee you. And also there was this new League character that was kind of announced. It was a character named Cassante in League of Legends, and pretty much it's I like how it's adapted true African culture, which is pretty cool. If there's one thing that is sort of missing within many gaming characters, I always want to see one from the motherland, which is Africa. And I usually been seeing one that's usually in America when it comes to black characters, but I actually really want one from Africa, even Haiti, Caribbean, or even somewhere in the places like Papua New Guinea. But for places within Africa that I don't really see a lot. It's always been America, this and that and whatever. But give the motherland a chance. And I saw Cassante, and pretty much I did talk about a little bit of it in the last actually the last two podcasts. But this one looks nice, and I guess Lil Nas X did his adaptation on it by doing a glow up. I kid you not, literally putting makeup on Cassante, and I guess making him look bi, even though I'm bi and you don't see me wearing that at all in any sense. Okay, people would argue. I don't know if I really got. I think I got a couple of comments. I'm not sure if it was a month ago, but I remember people were saying "Are you? I think you're straight." I'm half straight. Okay, half straight and half gay. Okay, isn't that what bi is? I don't know. I don't understand the comments some of the times, and I've been getting a lot of random comments, but there were these comments where I'm just you don't know me, obviously. But yeah, Cassante, I don't know, could there be an announcement that he could be bi? Could we go that in that route? I don't know. But and also when it comes to characters that you're trying to actually change up and stuff like that, don't overchange it to the point where it just looks ridiculous. I remember I don't know if this is sort of related to it, but I heard something within, and I guess we'll just jump into animation news, because there's been this whole controversy surrounding Velma from Scooby-Doo, that she is her whiteness is gone. And when it comes, and also Shaggy is Norville, which is I guess a black individual that is played within, that replaced Shaggy. And there's been a lot of criticisms, and rightfully so. Okay, nobody likes changing characters. I really don't like race swapping. I talk about here and there, but when it comes to race swapping, that's just not good. That's just not cool. Okay. I remember actually giving that example when it comes down to boyfriends. Listen, boyfriends should stay the way it is. Prep, all these characters, yes, they have the same, skin color and stuff like that. Should each one be darker and whatever? No, because what does skin color have to do with anything in terms of the story? Okay, but again, with that conversation, you still sort of like getting, in trouble, and you might. And listen, I don't want to offend anyone, and I'm not trying to, but a lot of times, characters, when they're made of something, you can't just change them. Okay, you can't just change me. Listen, I cannot imagine myself actually being replaced by any man. Okay, any woman at all, because this is my channel. This is what I do. Hey, Viz, what about if somebody like buys your channel for 1 million and stuff like that? And that's a conversation that I don't really want to have, because I probably might say yes, I need the money, but probably not, because nothing beats the audience, nothing beats you guys when it comes to watching these videos, because what motivates me. Okay, and when it comes to replacing people and characters and stuff like that, it's never right. It's something weird, okay, that you sort of have to get used to. But if you're doing it for a certain, for identity politics and stuff like that, it ain't cool. And I think I've seen that throughout Scooby-Doo, even though I'm not sort of bothered by it, but I can definitely understand the backlash. I can definitely understand why Velma is, pretty much is like, it's sort of like, weird in a sense, and pretty much, especially from what I heard, like addressing other criticisms surrounding it, it doesn't make it better, because people want the old school Velma. And when I say that, they want the white Velma instead of like, I forget the colored Velma, which is, I forget what the race is. I don't know if it's Indian or black. I really don't know, because I haven't been paying much attention. It's been really out there in terms of conversations. And I like how people are sort of like waking up in a sense where because listen, you got to understand, knowing that for my reason, what I do, I criticize things of the story, the characters, of who they are or how they're developed, other than their race, because it shouldn't matter. But moving on, as I get off my soapbox, Hell of a Boss is back, and pretty much it's I did a review of it. Hopefully it was good. I don't know if I got any criticisms of the review, but I tried my best. I really did. And I gotta say, I really enjoy episode 2, season 2. And it's pretty good. So, especially with the, I already talked about it, but definitely check it out. I don't know if there's anything I miss, because it's sort of been a while since I actually talk about anything that Viv has been putting out there. But yeah, that's what it is, videos. Moving on, Ginger Ninja. So if you don't know who Ginger Ninja is, it's Ginger Ninja Ooh Woo, but I'm just gonna leave the ooh woo, because some of you guys are just annoyed when I say ooh woo. Vince, don't say ooh woo, ew. But Ginger Ninja has been hacked. A big YouTuber, tried to get her own studio, has 1 million subscribers and stuff like that, and got hacked. But now she's back, in a way, and she was terrified. Okay, I saw the tweets that she made, and man, I feel bad for her. But yeah, apparently she's back. I don't know how she was hacked, and I remember seeing the comments of her tweet, the replies, and there's a bunch of people saying like, yeah, I got hacked too. I got hacked. Like, first off, I want to know what the truth is. It's like, oh, I got hacked and this and that. Like, did you or did you not? Can you tell the truth? Stop freaking kissing ass here. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to know who's telling the truth, because this is serious when you say like, yeah, I got hacked. I've been hearing a lot of people getting hacked. Don't say that. Like, is that mean I'm next? Like, shoot, it's already scary out there. Like, come on, I don't want to actually get hacked at all in my channel. Like, that's just a nightmare that no other YouTuber wants to go through, because nobody wants to get hacked. Okay, obviously, but for this to happen to Ginger Ninja, a YouTuber that hasn't really uploaded at all much, like, I don't know what has she been doing, has she been doing, because I don't really catch up on her life. But yeah, this was kind of like, I felt bad when it happened, because anything happening here and there, no matter what YouTuber, it's like they had something that they don't deserve. Wait, I don't know how to word that. They basically don't deserve to be having this sort of like treatment at all. Being hacked and banned and all that. But happily, good thing she's back. At least that's a good thing. Yeah, and pretty much I guess that's it. Other than that, thank you guys watch. I guess that's the one thing I was gonna end. I was gonna talk about miraculous stuff, but man, I don't even know what's going on Miraculous Ladybug. I feel there was a bunch of reactions popping up, and I was like, where have y'all been? Okay, especially for many YouTubers where I'm like, oh, well, I guess you're still making Miraculous vids, okay? I feel like I've been retired from the Miraculous Ladybug. I feel like I grew up from it. But hey, I'm still waiting for that 2024 Paris Olympics episode because that's going to be good. I can't wait to see that. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. Hope you enjoy my rambling here and there. Yeah. Black Adam is a bad movie, I heard. But I don't know. Maybe I should check it out and see for myself because when it comes to me, I basically listen. I'm the same guy that said like Artemis Fowl is a good movie. That was terrible. I heard it the worst movie all times. Okay, thank God I haven't seen Mobius. But when I see Black Adam, because I'm just curious, like what is up with all these bad movies? What is Marvel doing, or DC? I forget who. Yeah, I'm supposed to end this video. Out.